My next movie is Scooby-Doo.
Scoobert Doobert Doo, where are
Legend,
you?
Legend of the Phantosaur.
Ah, yeah.
No mystery has ever been this big. Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Phantosaur.
The Phantosaur?
Ghost dinosaur!
An all-new original movie on DVD.
Looks like we have a mystery on our hands.
With monstrous adventures.
Yes, the most famous of the Scooby-Doo movies.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about the actual movie first, and then we'll talk about its legacy. So the actual movie first. Shaggy finds out that he suffers from a disorder, causes him to irrationally overreact to frightening stimuli. So the gang decides to go on vacation to a spa in the town of La Serena.
I just heard them saying they were not allowed
Serena?
to solve any mysteries.
Yeah, they got to keep him away from things that scare him, and everything scares him. So they have to keep him away from anything mysterious. But while they're there, they end up finding that the town is haunted by the Phantosaur.
Was I right about who the Phantosaur was? Were we right?
Kind of everybody was the Phantosaur is really the point.
Everyone was the What? Okay,
So
go on.
over the course of the movie, there's a bunch of people that you see them, and if you know Scooby-Doo, you're immediately
like,
like,
it's
okay.
definitely him.
So it's that guy.
And then they introduce a new character. You're like, no, it's definitely him.
So it's everybody except for the hypnotherapist.
Really? Because they were really when I was sitting there watching it, they were really leaning into the hypnotherapist because it sets up early on. They're like I hypnotize myself and then I forget that I've hypnotized myself, and it really seemed like it was going to turn out that he was the Phantosaur when he hypnotized himself.
So there's the people that work for the big corporation.
The guy who looks like Velma, right?
He's one of them, yes.
He's one of them, yeah.
There's two groups basically. There's the ones that were in the van that you were there when I was watching this, where they wanted to scare the people so they can get the silver from the silver mine.
Real estate scam.
Yeah, and you were like, oh, so it is just a real estate scam. They had their own scam, and then the archaeologists, the one that looked like Velma and his boss.
We gotta talk about how he looks like Velma. He looks like Velma.
He looks like they could be related.
They look like they're related.
Because
turns out that Velma is into dudes that look like Velma.
Velma.
Stop! Do not move.
Hi, Windsor.
Hello, Velma.
Cough drops.
Windsor, you were going to say something?
Yes, you have really pretty nostrils.
Really likes dudes that looks like Velma to the point where
look like Velma.
if you can put like even part of the trailer and he's in it,
I'm gonna try.
If there's any way, even if you could just get a still image of it.
I think this is probably gonna be a video because it's the origin of one of the most iconic Shaggy things of all time.
Which we'll get to. We're not there yet.
At least I think it is.
It is.
It is. I think though.
Justin, the Wikipedia article has an entire section talking about it.
Right, but there was when we get to it, there is an aspect of that I think does predate that movie.
Anyways, hold that thought. So yeah, they
also,
had their
everyone
own...
is lame as fuck.
What?
I said everyone is lame as fuck.
So those two had their own version of the Phantom, and then the archaeologists. I guess there was like a really expensive rock that was underneath the town, so they were gonna try and scare the townspeople off, so they left the town and then blow up the town so they could get the rock out of there. Because if they didn't, they had to like hand it over and then.
But
et
Also,
cetera, et
as
cetera.
I'm thinking about it, it also does feel like a way to subvert your Scooby-Doo expectations of who it's gonna be. Like, oh, you think it's definitely this guy, so then they can lampshade it and then they can red herring you a bunch so that you're constantly thrown off. But yeah, to be fair, I hate it when these movies are it's just a guy, because then at that point it just feels like an extended episode of What's New Scooby-Doo, one of the newer
I mean,
ones.
yeah, this did feel just like that, especially with the way that it
Like
ends. But before we get to
they've never been as
before we
good
get
as
to so how it ends, before we get to the legacy of it all, at one point, okay, we'll touch on it. At one point in the movie, in order to help Shaggy combat his fear of everything scary, there's a hypnotherapist there that they go to, and he hypnotizes him. And so anytime someone says the word, I think it was bad. Anytime someone says the word bad, Shaggy's personality goes from him being a scaredy cat to him being not afraid of anything. And we'll touch on what that led to in a
badass.
second. But the way this movie ends is um the hypnotherapist
They would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling dog.
the hypnotherapist uh is undoing the hypnotherapy that was done on Shaggy to bring him back to normal. And he accidentally hypnotizes the rest of Mystery Inc. Into thinking that they are Shaggy. So the way this movie ends is they're all in the car dressed
Sorry,
as
wait.
Shaggy
Are they?
with the Shaggy haircut.
They're all doing a Shaggy impression.
They are all doing a Shaggy
That
impression, and they all think
sounds
they're
amazing.
Shaggy.
I think I need to see this. I need to see Frank Welker doing Fred doing Shaggy. That sounds amazing. Gray Delisle
So
doing Daphne doing Shaggy. That
they're
sounds
all
amazing. Wait. Does
they
Scooby-Doo get hypnotized into thinking he's Shaggy?
all of them.
That's
They
amazing. I need to see
they
this.
all
I
they
need to
all
see
think they're
this.
Shaggy, and so the way that it ends is
That just kind of clinched it. This is officially becoming a video, so I can put that into this clip. I don't care. I'll download the movie. I don't even care.
the way
I'm Shaggy. But, like, how can you be Shaggy if, like, I'm Shaggy?
I don't know. Like, I'm just Shaggy.
Thanks.
I don't think so.
Like, wait! Which one of us is like the real Shaggy?
Like, I'm pretty sure it's you.
the way that I mean I have the movie downloaded. I can just give you the file.
Good to know.
But the way that it ends is yeah, they all think that, and from what I remember, it ends with the real Shaggy, like Shaggy. I can't remember which one, but I think it was I think it's Daphne, where he's like he says to her, he's like, I don't know about all of you, but I think she's the real Shaggy. I think you're the real Shaggy, and like he points at whichever one it was.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. I don't think. To be fair, I haven't watched every single one, and I don't think I'm gonna. But I don't think they've ever been as good as those original first two, like the Zombie Island and the Witch's Ghost. They've never been as good as those.
No, they're not.
The minute they stop being real monsters, because I get why people don't like they're hardcore Scooby-Doo fans. Yes, they exist. Who don't like when it's a real monster, because they're like, that defeats the purpose of Scooby-Doo. But I'm like, yes, but that's what makes it a movie. That's what escalates it. That's what raises the stakes, is making it a real ghost. When it's just a guy, it just becomes an episode of the show. And if I wanted to watch the show, I'd watch the show.
Right. So
yeah, let's talk about the legacy of this.
Now that we've talked about the movie itself, let's talk about the legacy of it. In 2017, October 12th, YouTube user Midya uploaded a video titled Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
2 ways, punk. 1, you walk away. 2, I walk on your face. Your choice.
which had an edited scene from the film. In the film, there's a scene where Shaggy fights a biker gang and is a badass.
Yep, it's a great scene.
And this person took the references
put the music
Dragon
from
Ball
Dragon
Super,
Ball, yeah.
and they used the Ultra Instinct form in it, and they used the music and stuff.
The name for it might have come from this, but I'm pretty sure the notion, because I think there was a bunch of memes that predated that I remember, of screen caps of I think it's Matthew Lillard being interviewed, but it was of the of Matthew Lillard as Shaggy with like captions that were like, I've only used 1/88th of my power. You wouldn't, if I used my full power, you wouldn't even understand. And there was a bunch of memes of that. So I think those memes predate this, but I think this was the point where it had a name.
Maybe I can't speak to that.
I remember the first appearance of those memes, and they were very funny. The Ultra Instinct Shaggy is like the greatest thing to come out of this movie.
I just know that on here, it says
the fact that it's canon and that it's in that multiverses game will never not be funny.
Not just there, but it went viral, became part of a wave of memes depicting Shaggy with superhuman or even godlike abilities, often requiring only a small percentage of his power to perform inhuman tasks or to defeat more powerful opponents. Variations of the meme use frames from a behind-the-scene featurette of the 2002 Scooby-Doo with fake subtitles describing Shaggy's power.
I'm pretty sure those predate this movie. I'm pretty sure.
But
it was all kind of around the same time.
So then the meme's popularity coincided with the development of Mortal Kombat 11, and a petition consequently launched on change.org to include Shaggy as DLC, which is hilarious. And then because the petition received thousands of signatures, it got attention of Mortal Kombat co-creator and the Matthew Lillard, where Lillard jumped in on it to have Scooby-Doo in Injustice 2, and then it continued, and in the animated film Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms, during its intro, Shaggy, surrounded by a glowing aura and with glowing green eyes, appears from the Warner Brothers animation logo and grabs Scorpion.
Over here, man!
Yep. And then then he is in.
And then he was in Multiverses.
Yeah, he's in Multiverses. I think they should do that character, do something with that character in the comics. But yes, Ultra Instinct Shaggy is always going to be funny. It's always funny. The fact that he's in Multiverses is the funniest thing on the planet.
Just the fact that Warner Brothers took it and ran with it and was so accepting of it is amazing.
So odd.
It's one of the only Warner Brothers things that they've ever done where I'm like, that was the correct thing to do. That was the right decision.
Of you, Warner Brothers, you did the correct thing for once.
It's very rare, and
the rest of that game there was a letdown, and you failed that game tremendously. But that was the one thing you did correctly.
I mean, from what I know, it's still around. It's still ongoing.
Last I heard, it got shut down.
Last I heard, it got shut down for to come to the next season.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's find out.
I don't know. I don't think they've relaunched it. I know that they did do a relaunch, but I'm pretty sure it got. Anyway, Jordan, is that it for? That thing we just talked about, Scooby-Doo. Hey there, everybody. It's Encard Justin here. Let me know down in the comments. Have you seen this Scooby-Doo movie? Are you familiar with the Ultra Instinct Shaggy meme? Let me know your favorite meme. I love the Ultra Instinct Shaggy meme. It always makes me laugh. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. But in the meantime, if you'd like to see the full podcast that this video is from, our Dinosaurs episode, you click the box on the left. Or if you just want to see a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, you can click the box on the right. Either way, hit subscribe if you haven't already. We put new videos out 7 days a week. Or you can just leave us a like. That helps us out too. We will see you all in the next video.